It's the official start of summer, and we're looking at some summertime thunderstorms. Another round of wet weather headed our way. I'll let you know when it may hit your neighborhood tonight.
Missouri could be going on a bear hunt.
We wouldn't want females removed from the landscape. The males, yes.
Why the state thinks the controversial idea could be necessary. And we're asking you what you think.
Using the longest day of the year to advocate for Alzheimer's.
I can still make a difference, and I can be an example for other people.
The signs you should watch out for in your loved ones.
5 on your side, St. Louis's #1 6 p.m. newscast.
We are kicking off the official start to summer in a very summery way with yet another round of storms. Good evening, I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Art Holliday. Chief Meteorologist Craig Moeller is tracking it all for us tonight. What should we look for, Craig?
We had some heavier storms out to the east. Those are kind of pushing out, but we still have some good soakers out there. It was nice for a little while today.
It was, and tomorrow, pretty good.
Yeah, cooler, but we do have showers. We're going to take a look at that. Let's start with the look outside and the view from our camera looking back out to the west of the airport. Look at the backside. That's a rain shaft out there that I've been tracking. That's been moving along to the east-northeast at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. Thought that was a really cool shot I wanted to share with you. As we take a look at the radar, what you're going to find across the region, again, very isolated cells out there, and we're going to continue to watch these showers rolling along. That's a look at some of the wet weather, and again, what we were tracking around the airport. Again, this is rolling off to the east-northeast. It's a little bit heavy right there. You'll notice most of the showers, though, are lighter scattered across the area, and we can back out and show you for the St. Louis side. We've got that one pocket that I just showed you with our live camera. The showers extending off to the northwest of that. Some more wet weather out to the west of Herman, but you take a look back to the east, and this is what we're tracking as well, approaching Effingham down through Alma and around Mount Vernon. This is a line of more intense rainfall. This is working off to the east at about 15 to 20 miles per hour as well. So it'll be still a wet next couple of hours around Effingham and back out through Marion. You can see that down through Jefferson County as well. We'll continue to watch all of that, but for most of us, just some scattered showers. The big news, much colder air moving in overnight and into tomorrow. How about highs in the mid-70s? I'll talk more about that. We'll look ahead to the weekend coming up.
New at 6, the I-Team uncovers allegations of animal abuse. A dog rescue in Lincoln County accused of neglecting dozens of animals.
The I-Team's PJ Rendawa is here with a closer look at a lawsuit filed by the Missouri Attorney General. PJ?
Well, Art and Ann, the AG is alleging up to 21 animals at My Children Animal Shelter in Ellsbury didn't receive necessary veterinary care and were living in their own filth. According to the lawsuit, state inspectors found 96 animal welfare violations at the shelter since last February. Investigators found dogs being attacked by other dogs, dogs with injuries, and even hair loss. They found up to 21 dogs living in their own excrement. The state lawsuit wants to close the shelter down at least temporarily. Now, I spoke with the shelter's president, James Carmy. He claims that he works 14-hour days, 7 days a week to care for the animals and says they have nowhere else to go. He also denies that any animals in his care are injured or not receiving veterinary care. But he admits his facility is messy, and he says he does his best to clean it up. Art?
Have something you want the 5 on your side I-Team to look into? Email 5onyourside at ksdk.com or call 314-444-5231.
Let's get a look at some of today's other top headlines in your evening rush. The man wanted for robbing and abducting women in the Central West End now facing federal charges. Brandon Muerta Woods is facing numerous charges stemming from 5 separate incidents over the past 2 weeks. But he's facing a federal charge in one of those cases because he forced a woman to withdraw cash at an ATM at gunpoint. A registered sex offender is accused of stealing a Jefferson County Sheriff's deputy's patrol car. Investigators tell us Timothy Hopkins, while handcuffed, was able to get in the patrol car's driver's seat and take off. About 3 hours later, deputies in Washington County tracked him down and took Hopkins into custody.
I'm Rico Bush in the Dogtown neighborhood of St. Louis. This is Lauren and Joe Green's home, flooded by raw sewage. Take a look at all of this left over here. You can see what a mess it caused throughout the house. The torrential rains this week caused a massive backup. The sewer department tells us they are investigating the issue.
A word to the wise. Don't attempt everything you see or hear about on TV. Blake Williford, he's charged with stealing prescription pills from a Walgreens in South St. Louis County this morning. police were called out because of a burglary. They found Williford running out the side door, and when police caught up with him, he told them he saw other people on the news breaking into Walgreens and thought he could do it too.
New at 6, from traps to hunting, recent bear sightings have a lot of people talking about what Missouri's growing black bear population could mean for the future. The sightings are interesting for some and frightening for others. But for one man, bear sightings are as thrilling as Christmas morning. Here's 5 on your side's Chris Davis.
Tom Meister knows wildlife. He's been in the Missouri Department of Conservation for more than 20 years.
I don't do it for the money, I do it because I love it.
And for him, videos like this of a bear in Baldwin are the stuff of dreams.
It gets me excited.
Part of Meister's job includes trapping bears.
They smell real good, so we're going to put some stuff out that would attract them. This one's caramel apple, something a little sweet. We'll pack that through full of donuts and we'll hang it on this wire. He's going to come in through the other way, pull on the donuts, and when he does that, he's just trapped in there.
Rolling traps like these are usually used to get nuisance bears away from people, but there's more to it than that.
We started this research project about 7 years ago, and we're figuring out that we've got around 350 bears in the state.
That's good news for the bears, but more bears means the chance for more encounters with humans, and that could be dangerous for both. That's why the state may approve limited bear hunting once the population reaches 500.
Hunting is a management tool.
Meister says bear populations grew out of control in states where hunting was banned.
Getting in trouble all the time, getting in garbage, getting in beehives, getting in dog food, bird feeders.
In the meantime, Meister will continue studying bears and educating the rest of us.
To make people aware of the wildlife and how to prevent those issues that might occur.
Chris Davis, 5 on your side.
Summer campouts mean you might encounter a black bear. So what should you do? Meister says first try to make noise to scare bears away. And if you're attacked, don't play dead. Fight back with punches and kicks. We're asking you tonight, should bear hunting be legal in Missouri? Yes or no? Head to KSDK.com/vote to weigh in or click on the vote button on the KSDK app. We'll share the results tonight at 10.
President Trump met with governors from across the country today, and Missouri's governor got a prime spot. Governor Mike Parson was seated directly next to the president. He's in D.C. advocating for infrastructure and jobs in Missouri. The president spoke with each governor and seemed particularly interested in asking about Josh Hawley, who's seeking the Republican nomination to run for U.S. Senate against Claire McCaskill.
I hear Josh is doing pretty well out there.
Josh is doing well. We're going to be working hard for him.
That's good. I hear he's doing really great.
Governor Parson didn't just sit down with the president. He also met with the heads of the Departments of Labor, Transportation and Commerce, as well as the Small Business Administration.
A veteran's life forever changed because of an incredible gift. How one community welcomed him home with a special honor. Using the longest day of the year to talk about a devastating disease. How one woman is using a cab ride to raise awareness about Alzheimer's.
Click accept.
This 5 on Your Side newscast is sponsored by Emo's Pizza. Emo's, the square beyond compare.
Tonight,
you had a boyfriend?
not just one. Don't miss the talent, the fur, and the science guy.
It's a very smart young man versus Mr. Hart.
Little Big Shots, new tonight on NBC. Marlon is the summer's newest comedy hit. And tonight, relax with a new episode.
Tell me where you feel this. Girl!
Marlon's back, tonight on NBC.
There are friends, neighbors, even our children, victims of the opioid abuse epidemic in Missouri, claiming lives, costing billions. Attorney General Josh Hawley is fighting for solutions, taking on opioid manufacturers in court, and leading a coalition of state attorneys general demanding legislation to crack down on illicit opioid sales. To protect your family, urge Josh Hawley to keep up the fight so opioid manufacturers do what's right. Help end the opioid abuse epidemic.
Hi, I'm meteorologist Cindy Pressler. I don't put my name behind just any company unless I believe in them. One of those companies is John Beal Roofing. John Beal Roofing is a company you can trust and will protect your family and your investment with the best roof and the lowest price guaranteed. If they can't beat a competitor's quote, they'll pay you $100. That's how confident my friends are at John Beal Roofing. Call John Beal Roofing today at 1-800-NEW-ROOF for the lowest price guarantee. 1-800-NEW-ROOF.
Here we grow, St. Louis. It's a renovation sale at BMW of West St. Louis. Beat the ball for the special renovation deals you've never seen before at a BMW dealer. Save up to $11,000. Get 0% for 72 months or get $5,000 over Kelley Blue Book for your trade. We're building a bigger and better state-of-the-art BMW of West St. Louis, and we need to make room. Only during our renovation sale. Buy now at bmwofweststlouis.com.
5 on Your Side is excited to be teaming up with Schnucks to raise money for Folds of Honor. The organization raises money to send the spouses and children of fallen and injured service members to college. Schnucks Roundup at the Register is happening at all Schnucks locations. When you pay for your groceries, you can round up the total, and all proceeds go to the Folds of Honor. You have until July 4th to donate. A wounded veteran was brought to tears today as he finally met his new neighbors.
He has a new place to live for free, donated by a group in honor of his service to our country. Photojournalist David Muth shows us the heartwarming homecoming.
U.S. Marine Lance Corporal James Pogge and his family were escorted to their new home in Muscuda, Illinois by the Patriot Guard. Pogge was injured in Afghanistan in 2010 and suffers from severe nerve damage, which led to him losing his left foot. Today, they received the keys to their new home from the nonprofit Finally Home.
Thank you guys so much for making this dream come true for our family. It's incredible.
And then the moment came when they entered their new home for the first time.
Oh my God, this is...
We were told about the organization, and I said, you know, there's people out there that deserve this way more than me. I know them. I've met them. You know, I met everybody back in November when they told us that we'd be receiving this house, and it didn't feel real, and for some odd reason it still doesn't. I'm waiting for her to wake me up.
It's beautiful. It's home, and it feels like
it feels like a home.
For James, his favorite room so far is the huge accessible shower.
I'd be in there right now if you guys weren't here. I get out of the shower. A lot of people don't think about it, but you can't shower with the prosthesis on. Matter of fact, I just slipped and fell a week ago. You can't hop on a wet floor with one foot. So after you get yourself clean, you have to get out, scoot across the floor. I won't have to do that anymore.
Knowing that today we came together and we just changed this family's life. It's just good tears.
In Muscuda, Illinois, David Muth, 5 on Your Side.
They are good tears. This is the 149th home dedication given by Family Home. They have another 100 projects in the works across the country, including one in Wildwood.
She's spending all day and night in a cab. How her 24-hour drive is advocating for Alzheimer's.
Shocking deals, spectacular trade cash, rock-bottom payments. It's the summer blockbuster event at Sunthrop Hyundai. Deals that dominate anything you've ever seen before or get anywhere else. 0% up to 72 months. Clear $350 a week. Consider yourself approved. Now showing this Sunthrop Hyundai summer blockbuster crushes them all. Save time, save money, save more at Sunthrop. SunthropHyundai.com.
Hi, I'm Michael Sims, owner of Platinum Roofing. My family and I would like to thank St. Louis's S&B for naming us winner of the Family Owned Business Award.
Remember, when you're ready to install a new roof on your home, call my dad. He'll take care of you the same way he takes care of us. 314-862-2000.
In my state of Oklahoma, since it's become a right-to-work state, we've lost tens of thousands of jobs, and wages have gone down. I lost my job of 36 years.
Census Bureau and U.S. Department of Labor reports show that in right-to-work states, families make over $8,700 less per year, but CEOs make 361 times the average worker.
Prop A in Missouri is not what they're trying to sell you.
Summer is almost here. That means the kids are coming home.
Yay, school is almost over.
With everyone home, we're gonna need a bigger car. My vote is for a new Ram 1500. I heard we were leasing those for just $99 per month. Or a new Chrysler Pacifica Limited for only $149 per month.
Hurry up though, those deals will be over before you know it. Yeah, just like summer.
The Chrysler Pacifica Incredible Sales Event is at Glendale Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, just a mile east of Lindbergh on Manchester and goodcars.com.
So, Aunt Katie, did you do anything for your birthday?
I stopped paying too much of Verizon and switched to Sprint's Unlimited 55 Plus.
Nice. Anything else?
Well... Not much. Just happy I'm saving more.
So you get a great price and a great network.
The new Unlimited 55 Plus from Sprint. 2 lines for only $35 per month per line. Switch to Sprint.
Behold, the way of wow. The path to wow is best traveled by llama. Float. Embrace the sound of wow. The way of wow says summer is no bummer. Find the way of wow for $5 and below. 5 below. Just go.
It is International Yoga Day, and you can get a free lesson thanks to Today in St. Louis. This morning on Tissel, our own Abby Larico joined in a free lesson in Tower Grove at the Piper Palm House. Head to the KSDK Facebook page for a free yoga lesson. Right now, there's a 24-hour cab ride going on in our area to raise awareness for Alzheimer's. A woman with the local Alzheimer's Association is spending all day and all night in the backseat of a cab interviewing people impacted by the disease and those who are fighting to find a cure.
It started last night at midnight, and the first person to take a ride was Lonnie Schicker. She has dementia, but as Ryan Dean reports, she's not letting the diagnosis ruin her life.
It's a little after midnight, and 63-year-old Lonnie Schicker of Jefferson County is up. Sure, she's tired, but she knows her story matters.
It's a crazy little hill, isn't it?
And what this cab ride represents matters. She's the first of about 20 people that will take a ride to raise awareness for Alzheimer's.
Okay. It's just amazing to me that so many people are touched now by this disease.
A disease that has touched her life.
This is my nursing school picture from 1983.
Schicker has fond memories of the career she used to have.
I loved being a nurse.
It's what she did yesterday she sometimes has a hard time remembering. She has dementia.
I've definitely gotten worse over the last, I would say the last year.
She was diagnosed in 2014, just 58 years old.
I was absolutely shocked. This is when I got my doctorate.
But the signs were there that something was wrong. She was teaching health administration in Minnesota at the time. Her students approached her about her behavior.
They said that I had missed classes, that I had just not shown up.
Her son Dan also noticed a change.
She'd be in the middle of talking and she'd just completely space and forget what she was talking about. And so, I noticed those things which were concerning.
So I need 1, 2, 3.
Schicker had to quit her 6-figure job and move back to St. Louis. She now lives with her son. It's stressful, but he's proud of how his mom is not letting a grim diagnosis keep her down.
Not many people could do what she does. I couldn't.
Schicker hasn't stopped teaching. She's on the board of the local Alzheimer's Association and travels the country sharing her story.
I can still make a difference, and I can be an example for other people. It's important to me to make the most of the time that I have.
In Jefferson County, Ryan Dean, 5 on your side.
Schicker just returned from Washington, D.C. She's speaking right now in St. Charles. She says she'll go wherever she's needed to share her story to help raise awareness for this horrible disease.
Cooler weather, but unsettled weather as well, right?
Very unsettled across parts of the area, but things are actually going to kind of stabilize overnight. And the reason, Art, cooler air is moving in. So we've got some good stuff to talk about. And you know what? At times today, it was absolutely beautiful. We've got some time lapse. I actually took this from the top of our studios here, looking back at the arch, and just wanted to show you guys how those clouds were rolling by. Of course, as the afternoon wore on, we saw more and more developments. Storms were firing up over some of our Illinois counties, and right now I'm tracking some wet weather across parts of St. Louis. Again, updating you on that cell we watched just pass out to the west of the airport. There it is on our sky cam. As we take a look this evening, temperatures dropping down through the 70s and into the upper 60s. So again, the atmosphere will stabilize later on, but we still have chances for scattered showers and a few storms over the next few hours. So we're going to be watching the radar for you. And you can see why as we take a big look here at the entire region, and I could put the winds on and add our surface features. There's our area of low pressure parked right over the Show Me State. See that cold front out ahead of it? That's been triggering showers and storms across Illinois as it continues to slide eastward. And then we've got a warm front that extends well out to the east. That too touching off more rain across the Ohio River Valley. But we're going to focus on our area and we'll zoom in. You can see scattered showers around the St. Louis metro down through Farmington. Some heavier rain though south of Mount Vernon. All of this continues to work off to the east. This is really intense rainfall here. That will clear the area. And again, it's all moving east and moving at a pretty good clip now. Salem up to Kinmundy, we've got the rain there moderate, and around Vandalia we've got some rain coming down pretty good right there. But all of this continues to slide off to the east at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. Now west of our viewing area out in Osage County, a pretty good little cell there, and it's going to be possible this evening that there could be a stray thunderstorm. But most of the activity we see tonight and again tomorrow, it's going to be showery with just a couple of isolated storms maybe from time to time. We'll take a look at the futurecast. You can see how the rain moves along, and then just showers here and there, some locally heavier rain here and there potentially down towards Reynolds and Iron County. You see that there. And then into tomorrow, more of the same, just showers scattered around, a few heavier cells perhaps over parts of Illinois. And looking ahead to tomorrow afternoon, that's when we could get a couple of those isolated storms trying to pop back up late afternoon and into the early evening. Saturday looks good. Temperatures start to moderate a little bit. Your highs Friday staying in the 70s, mid to upper 70s. As we look ahead to Saturday, back into the lower to mid 80s, and then upper 80s Sunday and into Monday. Temperatures down 10 degrees from this time yesterday. It really feels good out there, and it will feel very nice tomorrow temperature-wise. Take a look at the 7-day forecast. 77 your high tomorrow. We'll see 83 on Saturday, 87 on Sunday. That chance for a stray storm late Saturday and a spot storm on Sunday. Monday should be drier, and then as we go later into next week, that's when the heat returns back into the upper 90s, close to 100 by the end of next week.
At least we're getting a break.
A nice break, short though. Enjoy it.
Thank you, Craig. He's one of the biggest recruits in the area, and he's announcing where he's going to play his college football. Josh Helmut has it next.
My name is Emily Whalen, and I'm a single mom raising 2 kids in Waterloo, Illinois. Between the cost of childcare and how hard it is to find a job, it's hard enough these days. But Bruce Rounders made it even harder. When Bruce Rounder changed the rules, it meant 30,000 kids like mine suddenly lost out on childcare. It just seems like he's working against us. Bruce Rounders definitely failed me, and he's failed Illinois.
And then there were...
Remember your first bike? No, your first real bike. So can you imagine the feeling you'll get from your first real truck? The GMC Sierra. Step up to GMC with nearly $14,000 total value on a specially equipped 2018 Sierra SLT Crew Cab model when you finance through GM Financial.
Visit your Greater St. Louis GMC dealer.
The pecan chicken salad sandwich is back with the same chicken, pecans, celery, and grapes as last time. Because Arby's likes tradition, and Arby's also likes change. Because there's this new sandwich with new ingredients like the zesty avocado spread you see here. Arby's is in the business of making change a tradition. Arby's, we have the meat.
Our commitment is reflected in the quality of our products. We believe it's the pride in our work that makes Window World America's largest exterior remodeler. We stand behind our promise of providing you great service at great prices. Need windows, doors, or siding? We've got you covered, all backed by a lifetime warranty. Window World, simply the best for less.
Summer is here. That means trips to the lake, picnics at the park, golfing on the greens, and fun celebrations. Come join us for Summerfest, going on now at Lou Fuse. Enjoy this summer with a great deal on a new vehicle. At Lou Fuse, we'll get you in and out fast, so you have time to spend summer how you want. And we've got you covered with our Fuse Family Pledge. With more for your trade, engines forever, and our exclusive Auto Awards program, don't miss Summerfest at Lou Fuse.
We're still having fun, and we're still the one.
The 5 on Your Side Sports Desk is sponsored by Mattress Direct.
He's one of the area's top seniors to be, but now Vianney's Kyron Williams wants to get his college decision out of the way right now. Good evening, I'm Josh Helmuth. An exciting night for the top football recruit. Mizzou is high on the receiver/running backs list. So where will Kyron play in the fall of 2019? The Vianney star made his announcement just minutes ago.
With all that being said, I am 120% committed to the University of Notre Dame. Go Irish.
There it is. Notre Dame. K-Will be a fighting Irish. Notice the sound from the crowd. Seems a little mixed. Of course, he's excited to be going to South Bend, but even though he did admit he did heavily consider Mizzou.
It was hard because ever since a little kid, I always dreamed of playing Mizzou, the black and gold. I was up there every weekend for a game because my Little League head coach had season tickets, so we were always up there. It was hard, but it was just best for me and my family to choose Notre Dame and play at Notre Dame.
The Cardinals are 4.5 games back of the Brew Crew and the Cubs, and they're in Milwaukee tonight. So tonight's game is the start of a huge series. Carlos Martinez is on the mound against Brent Suter. My optimist, fun-filled fact, the Cards have already hit 12 home runs in 6 games at Miller Park so far this year. Giancarlo Stanton, he tried hitting a walk-off homer to beat the Mariners last night. The Yankee slugger made a bid for another homer today, but Mitch Haniger says, I don't think so. Haniger timed the jump perfectly, denying Stanton of another tater. The Yankees did get a bomb from Aaron Judge, though. They won anyway, 4-3. And Croatia pulls a stunner at the World Cup. Argentina already coming off a tie with underdog Iceland, and today they were thoroughly outplayed by the Croatians, who move on to the knockout round of 16. Argentina is still alive to move on, but they're now 0-1 and 1 after 2 games. The final of the day was 3-0. And the NBA draft is underway. Where will Michael Porter Jr. go? The Columbia native has been rumored to be eyed by the Bulls, but his injury history could be scaring teams away. Rumors are now suggesting tonight he's fallen out of the top 10, and whichever team does select him may sit him for a year. You're ready to chime in right away.
Michael Porter, awesome. He came to Mizzou, helped turn around the program, even though he didn't play. So I'm a big fan, but the back issues, it's spooking a lot
scary.
of the
and
teams.
You have to treat it just right and give it enough time to heal 110%.
Do you have a prediction on what he'll do?
I don't. I don't have any slightest idea when he'll go. I wish
Dave Matter was saying 12, 13, maybe even 14.
That's what the guys are saying now. We'll see.
If he goes to a really good team, they could afford to sit him.
Exactly.
Team that's struggling, he's going to have to play.
Exactly right.
Thank you for watching 5 on Your Side at 6. Wheel of Fortune is next.
Join us tonight at 10.
In St. Louis County, we've lost over 1,000 people to the opioid